There's three. You have to have these three things. If you don't have them, start cultivating them. If you have them, good job. Because they're the keys to your success. Here they are. Whenever things are going to come into our Newtonian world, when I call Newtonian world, I'm talking physical world, perceive with physical sensations. When things are going to come into your world and manifest, you have to have these three traits: faith, patience, and belief. Faith, patience, belief. FPB. If you don't have, you could have two of these, it ain't going to work. If you have all three, it's going to work. If you have two out of three, one out of three, it don't work like that. Tattoo that on your arm, write it on your dream board, watch it all the time, because that is the secret formula for everything in life. Manifest a business, a money, a partner, health, wealth. Those three components, if you cultivate them, so let's talk about them. And this is what makes manifesting easy now if you can cultivate these things. Let's go with faith first. Now, the interesting thing about faith has been around longer than religion. A matter of fact, spirituality has been around before religion. Religion came to the party late. Human beings thousands of years ago didn't have religion. They didn't know what Christianity was. There was no organized structure in the world. These were people in groups, isolation, living in different tribal regions and different communities. And they all had one thing in common. They knew that there was something spiritual about where they came from. These human beings were always seeking, where do we come from? What are we? And then for some reason, they would always connect with themselves. They would do meditation. They would look into themselves. It's not until religion came along that took you away from that and started to show you that, well, don't look into yourself. Look into this man. Look into this God I made for you. Look into that. So with that being said, before religion, faith was the ability for human beings to dream, to expect, to know it would come based on a spiritual being about themselves. Every single human being have this innate ability to understand that they are the creator of their world. That's what faith is. Now, cultivating faith is a different thing now. You have to cultivate all of you have faith, but many of you don't know how to cultivate it. That's the secret now. So how do I cultivate faith, Mark? Here's how you cultivate faith. As a matter of fact, here's how you cultivate all three. It's called your imagination. So if you're someone who can't see images, you can write. So let me show you how this works. So if I sit here every day and let's say I want a new home. And every day if I sit and I go into my imagination and I think about that new home as a regular thing, now not bigger than me, what's going to happen? My faith is going to be built, because now every day I think about it, my subconscious is going to get more confident that it's going to happen. Now my conscious mind, I have no clue how, but I just know it must happen. I am building faith now. My mind is starting to buy into my routine. And then the next part comes now with the belief, because once the faith is built, the belief follows it. See, faith follows belief. So I have those two components, see? By repetition, every day, over and over. My unconscious gets it. Now, patience, I have to go up into my ego to develop patience now. I can't develop patience with my higher mind. It doesn't work. I have to develop patience with my awareness mind. Bingo! That's where a lot of you struggle. Practically all of you struggle. So, I had to go and cultivate my ego to develop patience. That's something you have to work on. So how did I develop patience? I can tell you one thing, it wasn't easy. Patience wasn't easy because I'm bombarded around a matrix or a world that's conceptualized with time. Everything is like fast, a certain amount of time. We have the years, the months, and then you constantly hear people talking about time. Whoa, man, The day go by so fast. Everything is time. You got to do this at the time. Everything has a certain time factor to it. So it becomes really difficult to escape that. But I did escape it, and you can escape it, because I realized again, an epiphany came to me again. Please keep getting these epiphanies. The epiphany came to me when I realized, wait a minute, 365 days, 12 hours, 24 hours, 1 year, 2 year. Like, where was all of this before humanity came? Where was all of this before a structure? It's like, none of this existed, man. This is a make-up world. We made that up. It's like, damn. So the time thing too, not even real, man. So I'm playing a game that's not even real. Like, damn. So the epiphany said, Mark, just get out of the game. Yes, you said it correct, Matt. Live in the moment. And that's when everything started to click. Because over what you call time, I noticed that when something happens, it's happening right now. It didn't happen next week. It happened now. And I was like, man, it's like, that's what I have to do. And then patience became so easy for me now. Because even now, man, I'm so brainwashed that I don't see the world in like a year or months or anything. I see my world now in like screenshots of moments. It's like I'm a continuous moment. I see the world to me now is like if you're watching a movie and then you see the frames, and if you slow it down, the frames are like going slow motion, boom, 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 boom. There's no speed going anymore for me. So I'm not speeding up now. So now time doesn't affect me now. So I'm constantly in the present moment. And if I'm not constantly in the present moment, I can see things more clearly. I can have more insight. I can have more belief in my faith.